Welcome to This Week in Geek. It is for the date August 29th, 2015. Woo! Yep. I learned to write it on the paper. And did you write it down too?
I wrote it down too.
Real quickly, let's just run through who's up here.
Great. My name is Chris Mao. I am co-owner of Blue Box Cafe and obviously co-host of This Week in Geek, not co-owner.
My name is Edward Lee. I am co-owner of This Week in Geek.
And I'm Rob Southgate. And we're going to jump into this. But before we do, I got a couple of quick things I want to say. One is, video guys, check that camera because we just had a little mishap. It's all right. We're not blaming you. We're blaming him. No, we'll blame you. Also, we always keep these free. If you have a good time tonight and you want to support us, we have a hat up here for donations. If you have a great time and you want to support us, that's great. There are costs involved. If not, we're just so glad you're here and having a good time. And, you'll come next time and do it, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Excellent. And, okay, we had that. Number two, I want to bring one up that doesn't necessarily fit into This Week in Geek, but I want to bring it up. Last night, we as a family and him and his family went to our church and saw a musical. It was Beauty and the Beast, but it was performed by kids with special needs.
Oh, nice.
And I just want to bring this up because it was awesome.
It was one of the best Beauty and the Beasts ever.
And I smiled from the beginning
very cool
to the end. So the reason I bring this up, it was something that happened to us this week. It was definitely geeky. I mean, we definitely had a kind of a geek vibe to it. It was awesome.
Yeah.
And the kids just did a great job. And normally going to see productions like that, Martha's like, are you going to go? You're always crabby and critical of everything. Nope, not this time. It was awesome. I have nothing but good things to say, except about Edward.
Okay.
All right.
Sure.
And then there are only great things, right, Edward?
Yeah. So I had to get that thrown out there. Let's jump into it. This Week in Geek, August 29th, 2015. Which one of you guys wants to start?
We'll let Edward start because I'll stomp all over him later.
Okay. So I got one. Vin Diesel's Triple X.
What a surprise.
3.
Yes.
All right.
What, can we get Vin and Ice Cube to do it? That would be great.
Well, shut up. I'd be in.
Take my money. No.
So Triple X 3.
Yes. I actually didn't know they were actually making a third one.
I didn't either.
And I was surprised.
Well, I think that was what the news was. It broke that he didn't he put it out on social media.
He said on Instagram they're going to start filming next month in the Philippines.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah.
That snuck up. That's not even like, we're talking about fundraising.
I think they moved faster than we move on things. They were like, you know what? I have an idea. Let's book it. Vin Diesel's like, I'm going to tweet this out.
The difference between us and Vin Diesel is he has money and backing.
Yes.
And connections. So.
But we have money. No, wait a minute. We have muscles. No, wait a minute.
We have Monopoly money. So
Monopoly money.
That's what we have.
And sandwiches. So.
I'm a Monopolier. All right. So so did you guys like Triple X? Are you guys into that?
I am.
I saw the first one on a plane, and I don't remember, because I think, was that the same trip I was tortured by Yaya's Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants? They showed that, and we had to watch.
What did they show?
The Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants. No, the other one. The Yaya Sisterhood.
Yaya.
Oh, my gosh. It was like, but this is like, now you can always select your movies. There it was, first feature, Yaya Sisterhood. Second feature, Triple X. I'm like, what? What?
You know, that's what they have. So
somebody programming was drinking absinthe before that one.
We have these two movies. How do we play them? So.
Yeah, so they're good. It's worth. This is good news. Like Triple X 3 could be awesome.
Triple X
3.
Yeah, 3. I don't know.
It's in your notes. It says 3.
No, they made another one that wasn't that good.
That would be Triple X 2?
There was one with Ice Cube. It was okay.
Yeah, it
wasn't great.
It was one with
Ice Cube.
Yeah.
Well, Vin cashed
Vin Diesel, I got something to say.
Vin did that, and
Ice
then
Cube.
Vin did Fast and the Furious and cashed in, and he stopped. You know, he did
and
Riddick.
Won Edward's heart.
Yes, he did.
Yes.
Come on, he's awesome.
Sure,
he's great.
yeah, he is. He's awesome.
He is Groot.
He is Groot. He's
all right. You know what? That was my first one on here, too. They start production in December.
Dun, dun, dun. That was not my first one, but that's okay.
No?
It said next month, not December. They got that wrong.
Oh.
Joe Blow got that wrong.
Oh, correction.
Are they starting Prince
Correction by
photography?
Edward.
Yes.
Chris, you got one?
Oh, snap.
Snap.
Yeah.
So hip.
Rumor has it they're going to be doing a Bourne Supremacy 5. Which,
Shut up.
Which,
I'm down with
Yes.
with
yes.
Matt Damon, which, that's going to be
I
great.
didn't see 4. 4 had Jeremy Renner,
Great.
right?
It was fantastic.
Was it good?
Oh, it was really good.
The second one is not great. The first one is great. Second one is not great. The third one
Was
is amazing.
unbelievable, yes.
It is.
So 4 is just as good?
4 is decent. It was okay. It just
Kind
it
of
was
on
hard
par
to.
with 2?
Well, they kind of rehashed that there were other Bourne, like
Okay.
people like Jason
Oh, yeah.
Bourne, and
I
they
mean,
did
when I say
Jeremy
not great-
Renner. So yeah,
It's still great.
no, it's
I mean,
still
great. But
it's a
but like
watch.
3 was an amazing movie.
Right.
So Bourne 5, I'm down with.
Well, they're saying it's going to be like a post Snowden kind of thing where like they let all the stuff
oh,
out there.
man,
so
so all his info will be
Yeah,
out there.
it'll be
Oh, that's awesome.
it looks good, and I'm a big Matt Damon fan. So I'm big and a Matt Damon fan. But boom. So yeah, it'll be good.
You put a comma.
Comma, yes. Comma. Well, and then with him, since we lost last week's show, we'll talk about the new trailer for The Martian
The
came
Martian,
out.
yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
man, it's going to be...
You know what? Here's the deal. I don't remember talking about it, so all this is new to me.
Sure.
So,
But what we talked about an hour ago, you don't remember,
yeah,
so
no,
we're
not
good.
really.
Well, no, if
Yeah.
you guys don't know, The Martian is coming out. It's a book. I want to say it's Alex Wells. I can't draw the name off the top of my head. It's a really very interesting book. Almost, it seems like to me, almost written for Matt Damon to play the character.
Right.
It literally is you read this and you go, okay, Matt Damon is the perfect guy to play
Because the main character through the whole thing just says, Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
So,
Well, he's kind of snarky, kind of arrogant, kind of brilliant. It's like Matt Damon in a nut. It's like Rounders Matt Damon in a nutshell.
excellent. Excellent. Yeah, that preview for Martian.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's
Oh,
amazing.
my God.
And I've said this: if the movie's half as good as the book, it's going to be an unbelievable movie. And it looks like from the trailer that they are pulling right from the book, which
Well, and
is good.
it's Ridley Scott. I mean,
Yeah.
he doesn't really screw up very often.
No.
So, and give him something like this where he can really sink his teeth into
Oh, sure.
something that's got a lot of depth to it. It's
Well,
going to be great.
It's depth. It's epic. It's man survives impossible odds.
Yeah.
People do impossible things to try and save the man. It's going to be ridiculous.
down.
Yeah, it is.
Now, is that PG,
It should be, but
or are we going to have to get a parent to go with Edward?
no, I think it's a P. It should be PG. There's nothing.
It's probably going to be PG-13 though.
It's not really adult content. It's nothing
All right.
more than you'd see anywhere else. So yeah.
Excellent.
Okay.
Yeah, the preview, man. I watched it multiple times this week too. Like it was on Apple TV, and I kept going, I think I need to watch this one again. That's
yeah.
going to be a repeat viewing.
Yes.
Okay. Speaking of things like that, like Triple X that like we didn't know about,
Right.
and Bourne 5 that we didn't know about, I did know about this, but I forgot that it had a name and that it's actually in production. The third reboot of the Planet of the Apes movies is in production.
Yes.
What? No.
Did you come
I
on?
did not know that.
It's called
Yeah.
War of the Planet of the Apes, and they cast Gabriel can you say his name? There's no way you can say his name.
Chevrolet.
Is that it?
Probably.
You screw up all the names. Chevrolet.
Chevrolet, probably.
Shabber. Oh,
All
okay.
right.
That's a
Amazing. Well, it says that he is cast as one of the
Good Aria.
Chevrolet.
2 human leads. Does
Yes.
that mean it's all apes and 2 people left?
Yes.
That's
There's just
Well,
two
that
guys
suck.
standing in their own fortress defending from apes.
It's like
That's it.
Treasure Island
It
when they're
is.
just in that little thing
Yes.
and like they're just attacking from the outside, but it's all apes. I love that. No, I don't love that. I want more people, but the fact that there's 2 human leads and lots of angry apes all sounds good. And they said that in this movie, you've seen the other 2, right?
I've seen
Yeah.
the first. I haven't seen the second
Are
one.
they going to do
Second one's
more? Are they going
amazing.
to do more of those?
I don't know. Settle down. We got 3 coming.
Why? 2 is good.
Yeah, but 1 was good. And 3, here's what they said in 3. 3 is the movie where Caesar becomes Caesar.
Okay.
They said that in this movie, because in the last one, he was like, he fought, he had the other guy trying to wrestle control, but they said this one, Caesar becomes the reason everything happens. Like, this is no longer like it's circumstance or whatever. Like, he takes control of the rebellion.
That's going to be awesome.
Yes.
It could be that Caesar's hiding 2 humans from the rest of the apes.
Isn't he already doing that, though?
He is, but he was also being passive. In this, it's going to be like angry Caesar. Yes. At 2 monkey butt? That's what he's going to say.
I mean,
that's my angry Caesar.
I think he's being pretty aggressive in the last one.
Yeah, but against apes. I'm eating.
Yeah, you are. I could tell.
This is amazing. I got the Elgin Club. It's got, what has it got? Turkey, ham,
roast beef,
and bacon on it.
Did you get the sriracha mayo, too?
No, I got regular mayo, but
you're fired.
it's on a wrap with olives. It's so good.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of Caesar, Lionsgate...
Salad?
I'm talking about food.
Speaking of...
This is Chris.
What
Welcome to this
before
week
that?
in menus.
What segue is that? That's horrible.
We were talking about Caesar from...
Edward's been going to broadcast school. I've got to get this segue in
And
there.
speaking of romaine lettuce...
Brought to you by... Are you going to bring into ads now? Brought to you by Chevy.
Ho, 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 Green Giant.
Chevy.
Yeah.
Can you do it in Spanish, too?
Green Giant's on hard times. He has to advertise for Chevy now.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. He has a Chevy symbol. It'd be great.
It's
like he plays for Manchester United. Yes.
Like NASCAR. Green Giant has a Wonder Bread shirt on. All right, what were you going to say? Are we still talking to you?
Yes. Lionsgate is developing the movie Emperor, which is about Julius Caesar.
Nice.
Speaking of Caesar.
Yes.
Is he an ape in it?
No.
Does Anthony Sertis play him?
Oh,
I don't... yeah.
Oh, I'll segue this.
It's-
is
no, at this
segueing
point it's
right
got to
now.
be The Rock
Yeah.
or what's the
Ryan
the one-
Gosling. No, Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, I wish it was Ryan Gosling.
Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds or Chris Pine. One of them
Yes.
is playing Caesar.
Or Chris Pratt.
Or Chris Pratt. He'll come in at 2 Brute. Now I have to dance.
That's right.
Yeah. That was a little visual joke for those of you at home. Everybody here, it wasn't funny.
It just a joke.
Just a joke here.
Just
At
a
home,
joke,
it's a visual joke.
Yeah.
So anyway, Edward.
Movie Emperor is supposed to be first part of a potential trilogy if it goes well.
Great. I think we know how it ends.
Not well.
It says it's a movie about Julius Caesar and Brutus. So
Oh, Brutus, nice.
and Brutus.
All right.
That's pretty much the whole story.
That's kind
So
of the story. So are
But
they
it's
going
not
to
gonna be
change it?
like-
Are they going to change history and like
Yes.
he's gonna live.
by the,
He's going to
by the
live.
third movie he's fighting
turns into-
Shatari with the Hulk?
He turns into the Doctor.
That would be awesome. Now we're talking. Who's
That's
playing
right.
Caesar? Does it say?
No. All it says is actually it doesn't say anything. It just says the directors. It says
We have this idea to have this movie about these things. We're gonna make it,
It
17
just doesn't
parts.
say anything here.
It doesn't.
We're gonna make it so.
Okay. We all love Joaquin Phoenix, right?
What?
I do.
Yes.
You don't even know what that is. I
have
just
no
spoke a
idea what
foreign
that
language.
is.
I'm sorry. I speak
That's a new
Dutch.
documentary. I love Joaquin Phoenix.
Yes. He and M. Night.
Are we totally
who
going?
Don't all love.
Is this Segue night or what?
No.
Because you're
I
talking
thought
about
I'd try.
a guy playing a Roman emperor, and they were pulling out
Yes.
Joaquin Phoenix. Nice.
But Joaquin Phoenix and M. Night Shyamalan are looking to work together again. So they
Ooh,
did.
nice.
Yeah, I liked the movies they
yeah,
did. They
the
did
Village and
Signs.
Signs. And, yeah,
I like Signs. Swing away, Edward. I like that one.
right. It was in Village. He played the.
I like The Village.
I
Does
do too.
anybody like The Village?
Anyone? There we
No.
go.
Yes.
You can stay.
Kind
Just
of.
want to let you know, you can stay all night.
Signs was good. Okay. So you can stay, but you got to stop eating right now.
Yes. Turn in your geek badge. I'm sorry.
So, you know what? I'm down with that. I think M. Night, even though he's had a rough patch, I thought Wayward Pines that he produced,
Right.
awesome. And this new one with the grandmother, the naked grandmother scratching the
Wait,
wall. What is that
What?
one? It's so awesome. Have you seen the previews for
Yes.
this?
No.
Yeah.
It's called like, what's it called?
The Visit.
Visit.
Nice.
Yes. Does that look awesome? How dare you? Say yes. Say yes, or you have to stop eating
See,
too.
I liked Lady in the Water, and people hated that. I thought that was
did
great.
Too.
And, I mean,
How about the dude that had the big arm?
yeah. He was a guy. He was the Undertaker from the Apprentice Undertaker from 6 Feet Under.
See, I didn't watch 6 Feet Under.
That's your loss. That was a great movie.
Yeah,
Sure.
we'll watch it. We've got a show called
It's on the-
Binge-Worthy where we binge things.
Yeah.
It'll happen.
No, it won't.
You know what? Yeah, it will. Well, we love, and Dexter was on that too.
Yes.
So if you watch 6 Feet Under and think of it as a prequel to Dexter, it makes it even better. Right.
I'm in training.
Yes. Lots of dead bodies. Okay, who has one?
Ash vs. the Evil Dead trailer. Have you seen the new trailer that came out?
I did not see the new trailer.
It's from a couple of weeks ago, wasn't it? But
No. There was something I
There's
saw.
a new trailer. They just released a new trailer.
It's something
this
that
week.
focuses
it's
on
a Bruce
Ash.
Campbell at Wizard
It
World,
is.
Chicago, saying, "Hey,
Yeah, right.
shop smart."
One of the things is Bruce Campbell leaping through the air and catching the chainsaw.
They did that. They did
that?
that in one of the previews where he's
Okay.
leaping and then he
Yeah.
locks in. Because remember, I almost had a heart attack. I was so excited talking about that. I had a little mini stroke.
Did you see the dead grandmother and him
In the
using-
visit? Yes.
Him-
And she's
Yeah.
climbing the wall and she's
Yeah.
naked. Gross.
It's
Sure,
crazy.
that's an Ash vs. Evil Dead.
Okay, so who? What?
It was Bruce Campbell. He has a shotgun and he
Oh yeah,
goes.
shotgun. That's
Yeah.
It's-
All right. Is it good? Did you
It
get
is.
to? You can watch the preview. Are you
Yes.
going to be able to watch the show? No.
Yes. No.
so.
Yes. No.
Mom, I'm not going
Mom's
to
out
see
of
it.
town.
Mom, I'm not
Dad
going to
says,
see it.
Let's
Yeah.
watch some Evil Dead.
I'm going to
It's
library.
half an hour. Come on.
He comes back with a smart thing. So,
Okay. Let's see.
can I jump to? Did
Yeah,
you
yeah,
see the
do one.
Star Wars? Well, they released another trailer, like a sneak peek trailer.
I don't
No,
think I
I've
saw
not
that.
seen that.
What-
It's
I
been around
like-
for a while.
Which one? Which one?
The one where Finn has a lightsaber. Have you not seen that?
No.
Oh my God! So it's about the
No.
Force Awakening. They go, "There's been a great awakening," and they show, and I'm going to butcher the names because I'm still stuck on the old stuff. The daughter looks up and like they make it think like she's seeing something.
Yes.
And then they show that big.
I saw
trooper,
this.
And then Kylo Ren has his.
You're speaking another language. I don't know who anybody
Kylo
is.
Ren is the guy with the red.
John
lightsaber.
Boyega or whatever.
But
yeah,
no,
that guy.
No. He's the
Oh,
bad
the guy- the guy with
the
the
bad guy with the broadsword
yes,
lightsaber.
that's Kylo
and
Ren.
then Finn, who is Boyega, lights a lightsaber and it's blue.
Shut up.
It's fantastic.
Shut up.
Chills. I
Because
got
in the,
goosebumps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
in the are you watching it right now?
Yep.
We're
So-
going to pause while we sit and watch
Right.
the trailer.
So
and
it's only
geek
15
out.
seconds. So
Oh, I just saw it.
So here's a speculation. It is the actual lightsaber
Yes.
that.
The blue lightsaber is the one that
Yes.
Luke, when his hand was cut off.
No, but Anakin used it before he was Darth Vader.
Blue?
It's blue. It's Anakin's in the
Luke-
beginning.
Luke had
It
green when his hand was cut off.
Luke
Yeah.
turns to blue when he first meets Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Right.
And then he has the same exact lightsaber and it's blue. So is that like he's a Padawan, whatever? It's like crazy. So
Oh my gosh, he lit it again.
Yeah.
It's too crazy. Stop
on
watching
YouTube.
it. That is awesome.
I want a time warp to
the-
December and watch it now.
Like we've
So-
said, the buzz on this is incredible.
Yeah.
Everybody attached to it is saying this is what you want it to be. I cannot wait.
Well,
I'm freaking out over this
They're
thing.
throwing now, and it's not even in the can yet. Biggest movie ever.
Oh, I'm sure.
Oh, definitely.
They've rented out the IMAX theaters, every single one in the country, for a month.
That's on my
Yes.
notes. And
Yes.
you know another thing about that. Now they've only done that one other time, and that was for one of the Hobbit movies.
Right.
But here's
first
the
one.
Yeah.
here's the crazy thing. It's rented out for a month, but they said, according to IMAX, they don't have the next feature scheduled for like another 3 weeks after that. So potentially it could go 7 weeks in
it's
IMAX.
knocking off everything else. Hunger Games is coming out then.
Yeah.
Hunger Games can't do it. There's another movie that's
Well,
coming
they
up.
weren't going to do IMAX, were they?
I don't think so, but they would still show it. It wouldn't
Yeah.
be 3D IMAX. It might be an IMAX, and they basically are locking everybody out of
Oh my
the
gosh.
prime season. So yeah,
Oh my gosh, we need to go see this thing.
Lucas might be going. $1 billion might not have been enough.
Right. Well, because he got $4 billion, I believe.
Right.
And
4 might not be enough.
they're going to make that back so very
Oh, yeah.
fast. Have you seen the other thing that came out this week? Is they started releasing. We've talked about the toys, how they released a
Right.
few pictures. There's a floodgate that opened of toys, and it's
Right.
amazing.
Did
There's
you see
so
what?
many cool
Did you
ones.
see what they're doing on September 2nd?
Yeah, they're doing that night where you can go at
No,
midnight.
it's global. So they're starting in Japan, and every hour at midnight they're going to do a new toy in every time.
Oh, I didn't know
15
that.
time zones, like 18.
It's 18,
Oh my
18 hours.
18 hours, so it's
Wow.
15 cities. It's crazy, and they're coming to Chicago. So
When they did Episode 1, that's when I was collecting Star Wars toys, and I was so excited. New Star Wars toys, new figures. And this is before we knew who any of the characters were. They had, I think it was 10 characters or something. I
Boss
went
Nash?
at midnight. I stood in line.
Did you get Jar Jar
I was
Binks?
standing there with a whole group. Yeah, I stood in line with a whole group of nerds. Nobody would talk to each other or look at each other because they were uber nerds. It was like, okay, we're all socially awkward. We don't want to look, but we're all wearing Star Wars. Don't recognize my Star Wars shirt. Like, and you know me, I'm like talking to everyone, like, hey, that's an awesome shirt. They're like,
He's talking to me.
Oh, yeah, right. Mom,
He's coming towards me.
let me dial 911. Mom! And so I went in.
It was
I
a little. It
I
was
bought
okay.
all the action figures. I was so excited. And you were like having to hunt because they were ripping the boxes
Right.
open at midnight. And people are just like, I'll take the whole box. And I'm like, but I got to get all 10 figures or whatever. I got them all. And here's the sad part of the story. We ran out of money and I had to return all 10 like 3 days later. I just was like, I can't do this. I had the fun. I took them back. And here's the better part of the story. Who cares? It was like Jar Jar Binks and things like that I didn't even want. So who needs it? Little Annie?
Yeah.
I'm not collecting Little Annie. I'm not. I'm not collecting Jar Jar toys.
Did they have the announcer, the two-head announcer? That would have been
I would have
cool.
gotten that. But you know what? That was pretty much when I started. It was kind of the end of me collecting because they were like really expensive,
Right.
and I wasn't as impressed. Now you see stuff like Hot Toys, and they're amazing.
Yeah.
But you're
It's
spending a
$190,
fortune.
yeah.
Right.
It's ridiculous.
So, but it's cool. I love looking at this stuff. I like the old one. So I have like the old trash compactor. I have the Death Star.
Oh.
It has the trash compactor.
You had like that's
with the
awesome.
little rubber guy inside.
Yes.
I have that. It's awesome.
And it's got the-
Okay.
Want to come over and play Star Wars
It's,
with me?
No.
and it's
I
got the
don't.
pole that you can
Yes.
put in between the walls. Yeah.
Yes, it's
Not
awesome.
that I know about it, but
Yes. I have my Slave 1, but it's the original one. It's not with all the light-up sounds. It's like, it's all janky.
Yeah.
The back breaks off like that every time. It's awesome. It's awesome.
that is awesome. So did you see that? Andy Serkis, they're saying, oh, he's playing this character. It's a minor role. He is actually the leader
In Star Wars.
in Star Wars. He's playing Supreme Leader Snoke, and he is supposed to be the
Really?
head of the Empire.
Yes.
The head.
Yeah.
Not
Head
like,
of the Empire.
Not like a little guy. He's the head, leader
so he's
of the
really
Empire.
Snook Dogg for the
Snoop
Empire.
Dogg, yeah.
Yeah.
And they were saying that
I got a little laugh on
Yeah.
that one. Not from
Snoopy.
Martha.
Is he going to rap? That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Dr. Dre going to show up? It'd be perfect.
That's right.
But they were saying Kylo Ren is supposed to be a Sith. He's not a Sith. They're saying that Snoke, whatever you want to say his name, is
Snoke
going to be
Dogg.
the guy. Snoke Dogg is going to be the Sith.
All right. You know
Which
what?
is
It's all
bad.
speculation at this point. I've
Yeah.
avoided real spoilers. There was a thing that leaked that had all these real spoilers.
None of them are true.
I refuse to read it, and I guess that things are starting to come out that are like, yeah, this was actually pretty accurate. I don't want to know. I just want to go and enjoy it.
Yeah.
I want to
you'll
go. I
enjoy
want to
it.
go on a date with my lady to go see Star
Hey.
Wars.
Number one. If you knew it and watched it the day before, you would still go and pay to see
Oh,
it.
I still wouldn't care. It's like we see Avengers. I'm like, I don't care. I already know nobody's dying here, and I already know. I don't care. It's still awesome. Not Avengers 2. Not
like-
as awesome. I fall asleep.
Yeah,
It's
you
like
fell
watching
asleep.
Titanic. You know the ship's going down, so let's watch it.
Spoiler. You know, I just heard somewhere about a guy that was working at a theater. What was this? Oh, you know what it was? It was, who's the guy that does Goat Boy? Goat Boy. He used to do it on Saturday Night Live.
Sandler?
No, not Sandler.
David Spade.
No, not David Spade.
I don't know.
There's like 7 of them. Anybody know who did Goat Boy? All right, Jim Brewer. Hey, I got one.
Oh my-
So he was telling a story how he worked at a movie theater and he got fired
For doing Goat
because
Boy?
no, he said it was when Titanic came out, and he said there was this group of like college girls, and they're all like talking about how oh, this sounds awesome, God, I wonder what's going to... Like, they're all like... They had no idea that it's a real story. And he said... He's standing there, and he finally couldn't take it anymore. And he's like, yeah, the boat goes down in this. Manager fired him right there. It's
Wow.
awesome. It's like, how can you get fired for that? He's like, yeah, there's an iceberg. And the boat goes down. They're like, what? All these teenage girls crying. It's like, come on. Oh, spoiler, an iceberg hits the Titanic.
And it sinks.
Yeah. Hey,
There you go. Thank you.
watch those
Hey.
spoilers.
Hey.
That's not until the 3rd Caesar movie.
Hey. We're not past the 3,000-year rule yet. You can't spoil it.
You know what? It is funny, though, because time plus tragedy equals comedy. And 3,000 years, it's very funny. Or it's an old
Yesterday.
joke. Yeah. Do you guys know who Takashi Miike is?
No. Oh,
Okay.
yeah, I have the same thing.
You have the same thing, but you don't know who he is.
No.
Okay, Takashi Miike is an actor and a director from Japan?
Japan, yes.
He is
Japan?
amazing.
What, asking me? I don't know.
Well, I can't remember if he was China or Japan where he's based out of. But his movies are amazing. Martha and I used to go see some of his stuff, or I used to. You don't remember. At the indie film
Martha would
places.
sleep and you would go watch the movies?
He makes, like when Tarantino first came up and everybody was like way into Tarantino's like style and the violence and everything, Takashi Miike was kind of the same thing, but there. When you watch his stuff, it's really violent, really cool, noirish. Not all of it, but everything I ever saw from him, even if it wasn't great, there was greatness in it. Well, he made a movie that won Palme d'Or or was nominated. Do you have the name of it? I can't find it on
Shield
here.
of Straw.
Shield of Straw. It's like a cop movie, but
it's a movie about
it won
an
like the Palme
accused
d'Or.
killer killing a crime boss's son.
Yeah, so it's going to be a
him chase
hard-boiled cop movie.
Yeah.
They're doing an American remake of it. I don't have a problem with that. But the reason I wanted to bring this up is everybody here who doesn't know what Takashi Miike movies are needs to find Takashi Miike movies and check them out. It's Miike. They are so good. Remember when John Woo became like the thing?
Yeah.
Like everybody's like, you got to see A Better Tomorrow. You got to see The Killer. And
Yeah,
then he came here and he made a couple of terrible movies.
Yeah.
No, he did not.
No.
That's Ang Lee. Different guy.
No, I
John Woo did Mission Impossible
he
2.
did Face Off.
Face Off.
That's a great
Hard Target. Yeah,
Yeah.
I actually like these, but they pale in comparison to his
Right.
overseas work,
Well,
like The
because
Killer.
they have
The Killer and Hard Boiled are amazing, and A Better Tomorrow is
hold on.
amazing.
They have restrictions and bad studio execs here, and in Japan they say, "Here, go
Right.
make the movie." And you
yeah,
go,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Takashi Miike is actually even more. Like you see his, and you're just like, holy cow, these are amazing.
I want to see the Japanese version. The
Of which one? Face Off? There isn't one.
No, that Shield of Straw. The cast he has is amazing.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So I wanted to bring it up because I mean, here we're talking about geek stuff. Here it is. Here's a director you may not know about, and he's also a really great actor. And seek out his stuff. It's not all like violent. It's not all cop stuff, but it's mostly excellent. He has a couple of duds in there, but man, I love his stuff. So Takashi Miike, Miike. All right, what do you got?
Lionsgate is developing a Borderlands movie.
That just broke like yesterday.
Yeah. That's not going to be good at all.
You're saying not good.
No.
What do you say?
not?
What say you,
What?
Chris Bow?
I'm for it if they can pull it off.
I'm for
Why not?
anything.
Why wouldn't they do it?
Wait,
They can
Mr.
pull it
Cynic
off.
over here. No, it won't
But
work.
the main point of the game was to collect the weapons, and that was what was good about the game.
Yeah, but there was story to the game somewhat.
I get. Well,
It's
the
not
story
unlike
wasn't that
Mad
good.
Max.
But
Like,
look
you
what
could-
they did with Doom. That was such a great movie. Oh, I'm sorry.
How about
I
Mortal
apologize.
Kombat?
Sting in gray underwear. That's what we're going to see in this. So you didn't like Mad Max, and you're like the only person.
On the
Did
planet.
anybody see Mad Max, the new one? No.
No?
No.
Yes.
No.
He's just not listening.
All right. Everybody I know other than the Lee family, Bam, and that one, thought this movie was awesome. And Borderlands, I'm looking at that, I'm like, they're just trying to cash in on that same idea. Why not?
Right.
And Borderlands, you've got the ultra violence and everything, the post-apocalyptic thing, and there is story. Now, is it going to be good? We don't know. But I wouldn't pass judgment on this one yet. This could be good.
Why can't it entertain? Why can't they just blow stuff up?
Blow
What's
stuff
wrong with
up.
that?
Sure.
What is wrong
Blow
with
it
that?
up real good.
I'll pay
Yep.
for 2 hours of blowing stuff up.
I'll
I'm okay
I
pay
with
think
for
that.
we've paid for worse.
I'll pay for 2 hours of Claptrap.
Of what?
Claptrap. You haven't played the games at all.
No.
Anyone
No.
who's played the games
I
gets
have the
my joke.
games. I have the game. I have the first
Blair
one.
texted about, or no,
There's-
somebody saw a picture of one they made at home and it looked pretty cool. So.
There's a character in that game that's probably the equivalent to Jar Jar Binks, only a tiny bit worse.
He's
He's the worst. No, he's
Well,
the
which-
worst.
okay.
Hold on, 100
He's the
times a
worst.
0 is still 0.
He's
Just wanna say
the
that.
equivalent of Edward on our show to that universe. Is that what you're?
Oh,
Yes.
I was going there, but I took pity.
I had to work to get there, but I got there.
What'd you just
You
say?
got
Hey,
there.
Edward, you suck. No.
Because then I would cry.
Misa don't want to see this. Misa love Furious
Misa
8.
show up and talk on show. Misa sad. As Jar Jar Binks.
We've got new Edward voices because we always do this.
Jar Jar
Now
Lee.
you're Jar Jar Lee. Welcome to This Week in Geek. I am Jar Jar Lee, co-owner.
Yes.
Misa co-owner. All right. We talked about this guy before too. Adi Shankar. He's the guy that makes those I don't know what you call them. He made Punisher Dirty Laundry.
Yeah.
And he made the really cool bootleg
gritty one, right.
remake things. We talked about it. It was either last week or the previous week about how he's looking to make something cool. I don't remember what it was, but we were all excited.
Wait,
Fill
great.
in the blank. Something cool. Something violent. Something awesome. Not Harvey Pekar. I love Harvey Pekar. Can we talk about him for a little bit? No. He is going to be making an anime series. So not live action, an anime series, a super violent, we're all into violence, but for some reason that's the theme of the night, a super violent Castlevania anime. And he said, it's about time that America did an anime correctly. I think this is a great way to go. Castlevania is one of those things they've talked for years about how to
Right.
make that into something. This is how you make it into something. Make it cool.
I guess an anime would work better
It
than
would.
anything else. That
Misa
makes
like
sense.
that idea.
Misa want to punch you in the face.
You could too, Mr. Taekwondo. All right, what do you got?
They're doing the Hobbit trilogy extended edition on October 5th, 7th, and 13th.
Not in one shot. You got to
Correct.
go.
It's 20.
They don't have 2 million years
it's-
to put that in there.
yeah,
Weepy
it's-
hobbits.
29 hours worth of The Hobbit.
29 hours.
29
Whoa.
hours.
Hey, do we get the cartoon too? The half cartoon
Yes.
of the Hobbit? That would be great.
I went and saw the extended edition of the trilogy in one sitting.
How
It
many
was
hours?
13 hours.
Stinky.
this is
You were
29.
Stinky Rob, weren't you?
There were issues, but it was fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
And I do have to say, when it got, in the third movie, I called Martha and said, yeah, I'm not going to make it to the end of this thing. When they start that long ending, especially the extended edition,
It's
like
great,
an
though.
hour of, we're bye, and fat hobbit hog, By the end of that thing,
Oh, you were.
I will all the way through, and I went through the whole credits, and everybody that was in the theater went through the entire credits. And when it was over, it was like,
You wanted to hear
wow,
Billy Boyd sing. That's
this
why.
could keep going.
Yeah.
It was fantastic. Now I'm gonna expose my shame here, my geek shame. We haven't watched. I'm exposing Martha's too. She doesn't care. We haven't watched any of the Hobbit movies. Are they good?
I've seen one, maybe the first one.
I heard the first one
Give
is
me your
kind
cards
of
right now.
boring,
Yeah, it is.
It was
a little
okay.
which is what stopped us.
Hold on. Anytime you take a book that's like 150 pages and make it 3 movies, yeah,
Yeah.
Right.
they stretched it a little bit, but it's. Come on, it's a
I
Hobbit.
am going to watch it. I just haven't. But now I'm thinking, I want to read it if the extended editions are worth seizing. It's not boring.
No, it's good, isn't it?
The first one's a good
Really?
one.
I didn't like the second one as much as the other two until
Until what? Something
well,
happens.
the dragon.
Spoiler:
comes in.
the
Yes.
dragon.
I know,
yeah.
but I'm just saying until
Yeah.
that
until
point,
the
it was-
Cumberbatch shows up.
Yeah.
I'm the dragon.
Oh,
I'm
it's-
Smoke.
He's fantastic.
Yeah.
The third, the first one I thought was good, but they threw in a lot of stuff that to fill, which was a pretty good story, but it wasn't. It was okay. It wasn't great though. No, well, because the second one they had nothing to do. They had literally 2
Right.
chapters and said, "Oh, we're going to make a movie out of this."
Oh boy.
But it wasn't bad, but it wasn't great.
Because really, I mean, I could see how the third movie would be when the Riverdale thing. That would make a full movie. Okay, you could do that.
No.
but the
Yeah.
second movie, it should have been 2 movies, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen them, so my opinion stinks.
Which
So-
it always does.
They're worth the watch. They're not as good. They're not as good as the Lord of the Rings, but they're good.
I know they're worth the watch. I'm going to watch them. But my question is, do I go see 29 hours of extended edition?
I would.
Who said yes? Yes. All right. You're paying. We're going. All right.
I got you. Hey, did you see the picture of Michael Fassbender from Assassin's Creed?
Yes.
Oh,
That
my
looks amazing.
Oh
it
my
looks
gosh.
amazing.
Yes. You know what? This has been the big thing. Video games have not translated well yet.
No.
Although you could make an argument for Super Mario Brothers being awesome, which it is. I will watch that anytime. But Doom was
it's
terrible.
horrible.
Yeah, I'm so sorry I watched that like 5
Resident
times.
Evil weren't bad. The first couple weren't bad.
You know what? I never got into that series. I watched the first one. I thought it was okay,
Yeah.
but it didn't match the series, but it was okay.
No, it was okay. I think you have to change it because I don't know if
They
there's
need to
enough
do it
content for
right.
the
They
game.
need to do something right. This, at least the look of it, Michael Fassbender looks like he's got it
Yeah.
right.
He does.
And if they don't make it the boring first game, this could be awesome.
Well, what they said is they're not going to do it verbatim from the game, but they're going to kind of recap some of the game, and then he's going to be given the ability to fight current.
Are
So-
they
Oh,
going
what?
to do?
Oh,
Because in the
yes.
game, spoiler,
Not
in the
current.
game,
It's
like
1500
a
Spain.
virtual reality
It is.
thing. It's really cool when you get the
Right.
surprise. Is that what's going to happen in the movie? I loved the idea.
the end of Doom. You're talking about the end of Doom.
Yeah, right. End of
Awful.
Doom. Sting in his underwear
Awful.
again. Why is that the theme of the night, Edward?
I don't know. It's your thing.
It is. Yeah, man. I mean, are you down with this?
I am.
Are you
I think-
down with this?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I mean, you're down with the costume, but
No, I think
like
he's-
their
I think
opening
he-
night, right?
I think he's great. And I think it'll be. They'll give a good shot,
I
especially if it's set in that Renaissance Spain,
Yes.
which is a very cool setting.
So
it'll be
cool.
great. So
I just watched X-Men: Days of Future Past. Speaking of
Really?
Fassbender, I just watched it again. Him as Magneto,
Yeah.
amazing. Like that. And I was watching the ending basically again because
How
I
could-
fell asleep the first time I saw it. I did like it, but I fell
how
asleep.
can he be better than McCallum? And
He
he's
was
way better.
amazing,
He's
though.
way better than Ian McCallum.
Oh, I don't know if he's way better.
I think so.
He's way different, but he was awesome. How dare you? Ian McKellen is
He's
a god,
way better.
sir.
He's way better. He is, but he's way better.
He was really great in it.
I'm losing experience points as we speak.
You are. We talked about
That's
this
okay.
before. Galaxy
I-
Quest
Yes.
is getting made into a TV series. And this is one of those things. You hear a lot about these, like, oh, they're making this, and then it just kind of never happens. It got picked up by Amazon, so it's going to be an Amazon series.
Okay.
So I don't know if they're going to do weekly or if they're just going to dump it on there.
They'll dump it.
But
Just
the
dump it.
crazy thing is, it's the original. It's not the original actors, but it's the original people, original producers, original
Right.
director. Like all the right people from behind the scenes are involved.
They can get Justin Long because he's not doing anything.
right.
He'll
He
be
did
in it.
Tusk,
Yeah.
so his career's over. I would love it if they got a cameo from Shatner. That would be.
Oh, yeah.
You get that, and this show is gold.
It would be better if they got one of the off guys to do it.
Get one of the
other
They're not getting
captains.
Sam Rockwell. I can tell you that.
No, but I'm just saying, like one of the other like captains
like-
of the Enterprise, like Scott Bakula shows up. What's he doing? He's
he's on
he's
like
got tons of money.
NCIS
He
or
doesn't
something.
care.
He's on one of those things. You know what?
See,
You know what would make it
it's-
even better? If he's on there and then you see him leap and go to NCIS.
Oh yes,
That would be a show.
yeah, that would be great. Yeah, that
and
would
then all of
be.
a sudden he's there. He's like, uh-oh.
What?
That would be amazing. You know what that is?
Sure.
You're like, what is he talking?
Yeah, I don't know.
He's so lost.
I have one.
Go ahead.
You have one.
I think it's Lei Seydoux. Seydoux? Something?
Leah Seydoux?
Yeah, Lea Seydoux is offered the female lead in Gambit. She
Okay. The Gambit.
yeah.
Now that's got, what's his name in it, right? Ryan Philippe, Ryan Witherspoon,
Philippe?
Ryan.
Philippe,
No, the one that's in Magic Mike. What's that guy's name?
Matthew McConaughey,
No,
Oh, Ryan.
not Gosling. What's
Channing
the?
Tatum?
It's not even
Channing
Ryan.
Tatum.
Channing Tatum.
Channing Tatum.
Channing
I
Tatum.
was in the ballpark.
No, you weren't.
You weren't. What
You said
ballpark?
Chris.
You're not even in the universe.
If-
What ballpark are you in?
You're in Galaxy Quest. Though.
I'm
If
in
you're
one of the
trying
44
to name
universes.
a baseball team and you name the Cubs and you really meant,
No,
like
you're
the
saying
Yankees,
naming a baseball team-
you're still in the ballpark
No, no, no.
because I named an actor.
No, it was yours
It was
of
a guy.
saying. if you were trying to name a baseball team and you said the Blackhawks. They're hockey. That's
They're
no
hockey.
close.
I stood there for a minute like, hold on.
What?
Hold on.
He's like,
there
what are we
could be a
bringing birds in here
Blackhawk
for?
baseball team, couldn't there?
No.
There could be, but not.
I
Well,
guess.
there could be. I think we saw a Little League team named Blackhawks, didn't we? No.
Well,
All right,
Little
just go
League
with
is-
it. You're supposed to support me.
Yes, dear.
So what were we saying about that? So she's playing the female lead in
no,
Gambit.
she's off it.
Do we know who it is?
Yes, it is Gambit's. It's Gambit's love, who is the head of an assassin who wanted to kill him.
Excellent.
So yeah,
So that all sounds good.
it does.
Although Fox is making it, and we just came off the Fantastic Four. Shall we rename it the Less Than Fantastic Four at this point?
I love the protest or did you
The
see
petition
The cosplay? Did you
to
see
get
the
it taken away?
cosplay at Wizard World where he goes,
No.
Please take us back?
Yeah,
Oh,
right.
It was fantastic.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of faith in what Fox is going to do, although I love Days of Future Past. Who's that? Is that her?
Yeah.
She's French.
Yes, she is.
Yes, she
You
can
couldn't
serve
tell
me
by the
French
last name?
fries.
You couldn't tell by the
Because it
last
says
name.
on there, born Paris,
It's
France.
SUIDOUA.
Because she was eating French toast in the picture. Doesn't that mean
No, she
And
was eating
French
French
fries.
fries.
she's eating
Yes,
French
she-
fries? Those are American fries.
Those are
sir.
American
Yes.
fries.
No, freedom
sir.
fries.
Freedom fries.
Freedom fries. Is that what they call them in England? Do they call them freedom fries now?
No.
No.
They call them chips.
They call
Yes,
them
they do. They
chips.
call them
fried
chips.
potatoes. They call them something to sop up beer. That's what
That's
they
right.
call them.
Exactly. I was confused when I was in London. It took me a while to do that. So,
Mads Mikkelsen.
ooh, yes, yes.
Oh yes.
Oh, we got a whoa.
Yeah,
yes.
Wait.
my wife is
So-
all about Hannibal.
So Hannibal is officially done, unfortunately.
and you know what?
I say never because Constantine is going to be on Arrow, so they're bringing him back. Why can't they have him cross over and be on something else as Hannibal? Have him be on True
On what?
Detective. That would
Yeah.
be awesome. That would be awesome.
Hannibal is True Detective, but on
Same
NBC.
thing.
Yes.
Anyway, he was cast as the villain in Doctor Strange. What? No?
It
Oh,
was
no.
yes. No.
Yes.
No.
in
He's
Doctor
right.
Strange,
How
he's the
dare you?
villain.
He's cast as the villain in Doctor Strange.
But he's not the villain in Rogue One.
But it's him
No.
and the Cumberbatch
Yeah.
in Doctor Strange. This is getting interesting. Did you guys see the costume for Doctor Strange?
Yeah, it's great.
Holy cow.
It is. Yeah.
Welcome
Sorry.
to the Costume Podcast, where we sit here and talk about costumes.
How many movies is he going to, or shows is he going to be in?
Mads?
This guy- it's crazy,
Everything. 'Cause
ridiculous.
He's amazing. And him on Rogue One, him being...
He's a good guy.
Yeah, he's a good guy in it. Until we see him eat the heart of another character. Then we'll realize he's not the good guy.
If
He's
Gillian
eating
Anderson
Yoda's
shows
heart.
up, it's time to run.
He's eating Yoda's heart.
It's green. It's good.
Yeah.
So-
Mr.
hey,
Left is hard.
okay, so
No, that would be if you ate Jar Jar's heart.
Yeah, that's
I don't think
okay.
Jar Jar has a
no,
heart.
we'll serve it
Aw.
and still call him a good guy. Yeah, you can be good. No problem.
He has a heart
Still not
instead of a brain.
bad.
Jar Jar has a heart instead of a brain.
Thanks for doing us a favor. How about the sides on Civil War? Did you see the artwork?
yes.
I didn't read it. I
Oh.
saw a picture that showed. This was a couple weeks ago. It showed
Yeah.
who the sides were. It was like speculation, but they actually now. Oh, I didn't see
They
this.
have Mockingbird.
Shut up!
They have
Mockingbird is in it.
Yes.
Yes.
It's
Fantastic.
it
Is that
looks
Mockingbird or is that?
No.
that's
That's not
It's
Mockingbird.
Falcon.
That isn't?
Falcon.
Oh.
No, you know who that is? No.
No, on the girl, it's
This.
Black Widow.
No.
No, this.
That's stop it! Everybody stop!
Who's that?
That's Sharon
Sharon
Carter.
Carter.
Sharon
I didn't
Carter,
know which
yes.
one you saw. I was looking. I didn't see.
Oh yeah, that's true. Sharon
That's-
Carter.
So
That's
I'm
Falcon.
calling it.
He's
I'm
a
totally,
black guy. How are you confusing him with that?
No. I'm totally calling Iron Man. That's all I'm saying.
What do you mean? To win?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, because he's going to kill Captain America.
Yeah.
I think. That's what I think.
Spoilers.
Well,
Tough
you know
off.
what? It's not even a spoiler because we're just making it
No,
up.
just because.
So-
just because.
Who's that one? That's.
That's Black.
Oh, we know who
Widow.
everybody
Widow.
else is.
Yeah.
Oh, Black Panther's in
Black-
this one. Who's that guy? Vision. Yeah.
No, he's got the Vision. He's got Black Panther, Black Widow, and War Machine.
Yes.
I'm in.
And Iron Man. Yeah.
And Iron
Scott,
Man.
roll for initiative. I want to see who starts first.
Are you
That's
taking
awesome.
Captain? Are you taking Cap?
Sure.
I
All right.
take
Can we
Iron
move-
Man.
You take Iron Man?
Yep.
All right.
I-
John Hamm, who is a favorite subject of mine
Oh, yes.
on here.
I'm sure he is.
Well, he's been cast. I don't know what this is, but he's cast in a movie. He's got like this guy is going to be like Chris Pratt. He's in like everything.
Yeah.
Deservedly so. John Hamm's awesome.
He's already shows up in all these things,
He
like
does.
in these bit roles.
He's
so
funny.
Yeah.
Like he plays a good comedic roles. He's great as a dramatic actor. I mean, the guy's amazing. Just like Mads, where you're like,
Right.
Mads Mikkelsen's going to be in everything. John Hamm's going to be in everything.
Well,
But he joined a cast for a movie called Marjorie Prime. And the reason I point this out, it's a sci-fi book that won the
Right.
Pulitzer Prize recently. And they're making a movie. And just reading all that, I'm like, this is poised to be one of those like Blade Runner type, like really good, really interesting, not made for Edward. Vin Diesel's not in it.
Oh.
Sorry.
I have to leave now.
Sorry. Neither is, what is his name? Corey Walker. Cody Walker.
Cody. Oh,
Yeah, Paul
you are
Walker's
the
brother.
worst. You
I
are
was
the
Okay.
worst.
close. I was close. All right, what do we got?
Wes Ball, the director from Maze Runner, he's taking on Fall of Gods.
Oh, yeah, this is the mythology movie, right?
A Norse mythology movie that's pretty much Hercules.
Okay.
It's a
yeah,
Norse
because that last
Hercules.
Hercules was so... Nope, that was terrible. I don't know why they're
Really?
even messing
That
with
was
that.
okay.
All right. Well, we'll see. He's kind of unproven. I liked The Maze Runner, but it's not like you didn't walk out of there and go,
No.
oh, my God, that was astounding. I liked it.
I
You
liked
liked
it.
it.
I
No,
really
it was
liked
really
it.
good. I thought it had a good
I was
premise.
astounded because I just liked the premise
Well,
of the
It
movie.
wasn't like hearing Ridley Scott as making The Martian.
Right. Well, it's hard. It's the third or fourth of those we're trying to draw you in series.
Yeah.
But I thought it had
I'm
good
waiting for the
legs.
Sweet Valley
Yeah.
High one.
Yeah.
I'm going to be all about that. I'm getting the action figures.
Yes.
I'm writing
Yes,
fanfic about it. It's going to be awesome.
They call that stalker, but that's okay.
Yeah, right?
They call that inappropriate.
When I write it,
image.
it's
Sure.
old ficker.
Okay.
Well, the Scorched Earth was it Scorched Earth?
yeah, it looks
No,
really
yeah,
cool.
yeah,
really
that
good. It
looks
looks-
amazing.
Oh, I'm not saying it doesn't look great, and I liked The Maze Runner a lot.
Right.
But when you compare it to like the greats,
Yeah.
he's a little unproven. But we
is,
could be
yeah.
wrong, and this could be his like masterpiece that makes us go, "This guy's the guy." I'm all about Wes Ball.
Yeah.
Is that his name, Wes Ball?
Yes.
Nice name.
Makes good. Yes, Les.
Yeah.
So.
So, Sons of Anarchy is getting a spin-off.
I didn't watch Sons of Anarchy. Did you guys?
No.
I saw a couple of it. Yes.
Yes, he did.
They're
You like it?
they're
Wow.
they're having a spin-off of Kurt Sutter and FX. It's based on a North Californian biker gang.
So it's more biker
Yeah.
gangs.
It's just
All
a
right.
biker
Is it
gang.
another
it's
vehicle
about the
for Ron?
Mayans. The
Is it-
Mayans are
Yeah.
the Northern California biker gang.
Is Ron Perlman going to have a spot in that one?
Probably not.
I know he's not. He was
Is he dead on the show?
No, he's in. I don't know.
Mom, can you look that up? Is he dead? He's not dead. I'm kidding.
He's crowdfunding Hellboy 3.
Hellboy
so-
3. Yes, everybody go for Hellboy 3. Oh, speaking of that, there was a petition that hit this week. People are petitioning. You can go on, what is it? What's the name of the petition site? Just go to my Facebook page. It's on there. There's a public petition up to get Doug Jones to be
Yes.
the new Freddy Krueger. Is this a gift or what?
Yes.
Please make that happen. Him as Freddy Krueger? Oh. Now,
Although-
I was excited about the other guy, and that movie's supposed to be terrible.
Right.
But Doug Jones as
Doug
Freddy
Jones,
Krueger? Amazing. How dare you? How dare you just go like that?
I think it would be great.
How dare you not know what that is?
Okay.
You know who Doug Jones is, right?
Nope.
He was Silver Surfer.
Are you
Yep,
kidding
I know
me?
who Doug
His
Jones
coach
is.
is
Are
on
you
Falling
kidding me?
Skies.
I know who Doug Jones is.
Give me your card.
He's
Give me
this
your card.
guy with the eye on his
The
hand.
hands, yes, he is.
He is Abe Sapien in Hellboy.
Yes.
Mom doesn't let me see that. Yeah, man.
Okay.
He's awesome. He's awesomely awesome.
If you put him and Certus, you could cover any character in the planet,
Yeah.
character actor-wise. They're just
Yeah.
unbelievable.
Oh,
So
I would put Doug Jones in anything.
Yeah.
Guy is amazing.
But did you see they're talking about the potential of doing another Blade? And, of course, Wesley
Yes.
Snipes is
Yeah.
saying that he's like, I'd love to be in it, but they're thinking about
No,
doing
first
it.
he was saying they're talking to me about being
Right.
Blade. Yeah, as a cameo in one
Right.
about Blade's
daughter, which,
Yeah.
yeah.
And that's a new book that's launching too. What's her name? Fallon Gray. I think that's a little bit of a strange name, but she's his 16-year-old daughter, and
Right.
she's another daywalker.
Okay.
The first two Blade movies, first one, fun.
Oh.
Second one, amazing.
Amazing, yeah.
Third, garbage.
Yes.
This, Marvel will have control of it again. I think we have real potential. And here's the interesting thing. If you read the article, it was a quote from Marvel, from Feige or whatever. it said they're considering this, right? But in it, he said this storyline that happens with this character is really crucial to the MCU going forward, which means we've got Doctor Strange, we've got the mystical, we've got that. Now you add this to the mix. We could very well get a Spider-Man Mobius storyline or something. I mean, they could go super weird, dark, horror-y. Oh, yeah!
It's amazing, yes.
What they were going on in
I'm
the
excited.
article. What they were going on in the article is that they are attributing Blade and the fact that they could bring that kind of hero to the success of Spider-Man and all of these action movies, that without Blade kind of breaking the barrier, which the first Blade, I mean, I remember seeing it.
Oh, the first Blade was great.
Standing up and clapping, like going, oh my gosh, they could make this superhero movie into that something that good. That it basically opened that floodgate, and that it's very important to the whole Marvel universe and the way that the psyche of it. So
and
I think they're going to run with it.
That second Blade was so good.
Oh, yeah.
And I think that was a pivotal point for him, too, because they hired Guillermo del Toro.
Yeah.
So they hire a director who's got a singular voice, and he makes an amazing film out of their character. And I think that's actually what kind of led them down the path of, we need to keep getting directors that have a vision.
Right.
John Favreau,
Yeah.
what's his name? Kenneth Branagh.
Kenneth Branagh,
Yeah.
Well, no, they take. I hate to say,
I
they're
just
not.
pulled that name. I couldn't think of anyone
they're
else.
They're not throwaway movies.
The Russo brothers.
Right. They're taking legitimate people with a voice and, like you say, a vision, and putting money behind it instead of saying, here's $10 million, do Spider-Man.
Right.
Okay.
No.
I mean,
and don't hire Josh Trank to do it.
yeah. Well, no,
Yeah.
and they get legitimate. I mean, Wesley Snipes was a legitimate actor at the time that they got to play the role, and it wasn't some unknown, so they did that.
All right, we got like 2 minutes, so we're going to power through this. Yes, we got a full plate tonight. Excellent.
Hey, excellent.
Number one, Nintendo. We've talked about this before. They have a deal with Netflix. It's not in this article. They talked about how Nintendo now came out and said it looks like they're really considering developing their properties into movies. They did it once. It was awful and great at the same time. I think that I don't know. I want them to do those series. I want them to do a Link series. That's what I want them to do. I don't
There
care
already
about
is
the
one,
rest of
though.
it. That's what I want to see.
Legend of Zelda.
Yes. I want to see
That
that,
would be great.
as a live action thing. Make it a series so you can tell the story. That's what I want to see. I don't care about seeing Luigi's Mansion.
No.
We've already got Ghostbusters with, I don't know. Okay, so that's one.
Vincent
D'Onofrio
is directing a Billy the Kid movie. He's directing.
Yes, he's directing and starring, but he's not going to play Billy the Kid.
Correct. In a Billy the Kid movie.
Yeah, and it's also got a couple of good people in it. James Franco and Ethan Hawke.
Oh.
You know what? I'm up for
Is
it.
Franco going to play Billy the Kid?
They've got to be getting long in the tooth. It's got to be a kid, right? It's got to be like,
I don't know.
I don't know. Well, maybe not.
But he could play Garrett. Franco could play.
I'm down with any of that.
No, that wouldn't be bad.
Bansky. Now, Bansky opened. There was a trailer, and if you haven't seen it, you got to see it. It's called Bansky's Dismaland.
Yes.
And he made like his own version of Disney, and it's like depressing and awful. And the trailer is great, but you're not getting in because only 4,000 tickets were sold total.
Yeah.
You had your hand up. Yes, like she's been in an accident.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Yes, and that's awful. But
Too soon.
Awesome
Oh,
and great. Too soon.
Yes.
He doesn't even know who she is.
Nope.
No.
And then I had one more thing, and then I'm out. Did you guys see the Fear the Walking Dead preview?
Yes.
No.
Premiere
no,
episode.
Oh
Nope.
my.
I'm down.
Oh my.
All right, so it's got 2 thumbs up. What about you?
I haven't seen it.
Nope, not
Nope.
allowed.
And,
Okay.
and
wait,
they
one
don't
more.
show. And they show almost absolutely nothing. And I
And
was
it's
on
still
the
great.
edge of my. I was like, oh my gosh. That
By
was
the
great.
end, yeah, I'm waiting for tomorrow night. Okay, go ahead, quick.
Viola Davis says he's signed on for 3 more.
Or
she is signed in for 3 DC movies.
Good.
Yeah,
Great.
Viola
Great.
Davis
She's-
is playing.
Oscar winner. Good job.
Yeah,
Thank
she's the I can't think of her name, the head of the Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
So she's going to do that. Is that it?
Yes, that's it.
Last thing,
yeah.
Steve Carell is replacing Bruce Willis
Yeah.
in a Woody Allen film.
Right.
All right.
And there's going to be Ridley Scott confirmed
George
Prometheus
Miller.
2.
There's no lock on Man of Steel 2 as we had thought that
Right.
he's signing up. They think
No
he might
lock.
might be taking the head of the studio. But yeah, that's it.
Here it comes. That's it. Thank you for listening to This Week in Geek, everybody. Thank you, Blue Box.
Everybody. Thank you.
We did it. We will be back next week.